Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you, get 18% off. We out. All right, it appears that the Errol, Spence, and Danny Garcia fight has been moved off of the November 21st date. It is moved to, I think this December 5th, same day as Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell. Danny Garcia just announced it on Twitter. I'll put the screenshot on the screen. I won't forget this time. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And I don't think it's a situation where Errol Spence had a setback in camp. I just think it's a venue type of thing. All right, they wanted to move the venue with fans in attendance. Did the same thing with Tank. Tank, they was fighting at the Microsoft Center or theater in LA. The contingency plan was if Southern California was able to have fans in the stands, they was gonna move it across the street to the Staples Center. That didn't happen, so they moved it to the Alamo Dome. And just shows you they need the money. They pay-per-view is not gonna pull enough money to satisfy all the parties involved, the promoters, the fighters, the network. It's just not going to be enough money to go around. So with the pay-per-views not hitting like they think they're going to hit, which, you know, Dana White is doing an extraordinary job with his pay-per-views, even though Adesanya and Kata didn't do great in the United States. But, you know, he's still killing it as far as views. You know, they did 700,000 worldwide. You can't say the same thing for any boxing event that doesn't include Canelo or Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury at least, all right? So with them moving into Cowboy Stadium, we already heard that, or At&t Stadium, aka Jerry World in Arlington, Texas. Danny Garcia had to approve the move, and why wouldn't he approve the move? You know, you get fans, you get gate money, your guarantee probably go up a little bit, your back end money go up a little bit, and knowing the history, you know, of non-Texas fighters that come to Texas, it is sketchy. So he probably got to get the job done via knockout. You know, and Errol Spence, this kind of goes in his favor. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have to worry about, you know, traveling to Southern California, wherever they was going to fight. Was going to fight in the Microsoft Theater too? Yeah. So he had to worry about traveling to Southern California. He could do his camp at home. You know, he could stay at home unless they put him in a hotel bubble or something like that. So he could be comfortable at home. And he's fought in front of his fans before. I mean, I think he fought the Bomb Factory back in the day. I mean, he's fought in the Frisco Star. He's also fought in At&t Stadium before, so he comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And I think, you know, with him not being active for over a year in a car accident, you know, hopefully they doing some good sparring, that's going to challenge him. If the sparring is not challenging him, then they're making a grave mistake, or they're not being real with each other. Now, some people might read too much into it. Oh, you know, Errol Spence had a setback. If Errol Spence had a setback, they wouldn't be setting this fight back by 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't. No way, no how. This fight will be set back till January. So Errol Spence, or whoever win, which I think is going to be Errol Spence, they moved Qdoba and Sergey Lipinets to October 24th. So whoever wins going to have to fight this IBF mandatory, which is the interim title holder. So, I mean, should be a good fight. He says in the message on the screen, tickets go on sale October 10th at 10 a.m. Texas time, whatever that time is, Pacific. They on Central Time. So, I mean, it'd be interesting to see how many people do travel down to Texas. I mean, the flights is dirt cheap right now. Somebody town told me it was $38 for me to get to Las Vegas, which I fly free regardless. But, I mean, to get to Texas, it's probably going to be like, shit, $20. So, you know, are you going to take the risk as far as, you know, flying down to Texas for $20 and catching the corona? If you don't fear the corona or you already had it, you probably don't fear it as much. So, a lot of people going to be going down there getting good rates on hotel rooms and motel rooms, depending on what you do, or what you call them other things they be doing. Those we stay at somebody's house, the Airbnbs and stuff of that nature. So, you know, if you got some money in your pocket, or you balling, or you still balling off unemployment, might be a good cheap opportunity to get down there and see a fight. I've been to several fights in my time, you know, throughout my lifetime, and you know, it's quite nothing like the experience of going to a boxing fight. I've been to football games, basketball games, college, pro. I've been to them all. But boxing is a unique experience. Whole bunch of women there. They love boxing just as much as the dudes do. So, you know, it's like being in a club. You love the women. You see the women. It's even better. You got women that's interested in boxing and women that's interested in picking up a man. So even club level fights or world championship level fights, I just see a bunch of beautiful women there. So, you know, my advice would, don't bring your old lady, you know what I'm saying? Keep her at home, fly there yourself, have a good time, and you know, it's gonna be, I guess it's gonna be a great fight. I'm not sure how many tickets they opening up. I heard that the Cowboy game did what, 20,000? So they probably got 20,000 tickets to sell to get there. Probably gonna make you wear masks and all that other stuff. So should be interesting. I heard Jerry World is expensive for a Cowboys game. The concessions is expensive. The parking expensive. So you probably damn near better off, you know, getting an Uber or a Lyft and lifting down to the stadium, from what I understand. And you probably better off eating before you get there or being ready to eat after you get out of there. But, you know, they moving the fight to Texas, to Arlington, At&t Stadium. Tickets going on sale October 10th. I think he said 10 a.m. Central Time. And, you know, December 5th, you know. So Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell, like they going up against Errol and Danny Garcia, you know. And the messed up thing about it is I don't know where Luke and, sorry for Mason barking. I don't know where Luke and Ryan fighting at. Because we know they fighting Central Time, Errol and Danny. So they gonna move Luke and them down to Florida. I forget what time Florida on. They might be on Central or Eastern. I've been down there. I can't remember. So it's gonna depend. So they're gonna be kind of programming each other. And what's so funny about it, which I don't think is a coincidence, Danny Garcia announced it after they announced Luke and Ryan. So they must have already knew Luke and Ryan was probably gonna fight on December 5th. You know, you hear things and you got connections and all that. And Danny announced it, you know, what, an hour after they announced Luke and Ryan. So, like I said before, it should be interesting. Should be interesting, but like I said before, I don't know what Luke and Ryan gonna do. I don't know if they're gonna have fans, and you know, once again, they just counter program the zone. And remember what I said. American boxing usually don't put fights on after the second week of December. So usually after the second week of December, you see international fights. You see fights in Japan, Tokyo, China. You know, you see fights over there. You don't really see fights after the first 2 weeks in December. You don't see them in America until January, mid or late January. So like I said before, a lot of them fighters don't like to work Christmas, or they don't like to train Christmas and through the holidays. If they miss Thanksgiving, you know, then they want to be on point for New Year's and Christmas and everything after that. So, you know, like I said before, they only got 2 weeks to schedule fights in December. If they do the schedule a fight the week of Christmas or the week of New Year's Eve, I'll be surprised. So we'll see what it go down like. But they did move the fight to Texas. They moved the date. So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Also got a Facebook group. You want to make a donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate to the channel is Cash App CJ Good 313. PayPal link. Best way to donate is share the video. I'm a little bit tired. Appreciate the love, support. Y'all know what it is. One time for the one time. We gone.